Like we need to be playing Helen Ready for this song because we celebrate women in aviation, and right now the FAA says less than 9% of pilots in the U.S. are women. Even a smaller percentage of women serve as flight instructors. But we all know women have been involved in aviation since its earliest days, and that includes the world's first female pilot's license issued in 1910. John Reuters spoke with one local aviator whose career has taken her to new heights. John, she's now inspiring more girls to get into the pilot seat. I just feel that I am woman, hear me roar.
And it's all for a good reason, too, right? A small percentage of commercial airline pilots are women. We're talking about single-digit percentages, but the vast majority of airlines are now encouraging women to get into the flight deck, with more than 800,000 pilots needed to meet demand by 2038.
The feeling, you're up in the air like just a piece of metal in an engine if you think about it.
Ever since Christy Freiberg was a little girl, she's been waiting for her career to take off.
I don't know if you've ever seen little kids just look up at the sky every time they hear something. That was me.
If it has wings and takes the air,
and then anything aviation related we would do.
She wants to fly it.
Or like the little aviation toys I'd want.
Like many kids here in Northeast Ohio, part of that love for flying was born right here at the Cleveland National Air Show.
I met my first female pilot at one of those air shows. So if she could do it, then I could do it, you know? But it was also like, if a guy could do it, then I'm gonna do it too.
The Federal Bureau of Labor Statistics reports roughly 94% of all aircraft pilots are male.
I was told I should be a flight attendant by an instructor, because I used to get motion sickness flying. It was pretty bad, but I didn't let that stop me.
But just like any flight, there's bound to be a little turbulence.
I think it's very empowering for you to like keep on pushing through, because at the end of the day, it's your passion, not theirs.
That passion takes center stage here, the International Women's Air and Space Museum on the concourse of Burke Lakefront Airport.
We wholeheartedly believe in it's hard to be what you can't see.
Showcasing local female pilots who blazed a trail, like Blanche Noyes, who earned her pilot's license 1 month before the historic 1929 Powder Puff Derby. She then went on to beat world-renowned Amelia Earhart.
It's important for us to be here in Cleveland, in Northeast Ohio, and in Ohio in general, because we're sharing the stories of women here in Ohio. We have a rich history. So many remarkable women who blaze trails.
Women like Christy, who now boasts more than 2,500 hours in the pilot's seat and is using her wings to help others get off the ground.
If you want to be a pilot, be a pilot. If you want to do what you got to do and get through it. Hit every bump you have to, but don't let anything stop you.
Now, you heard Christy say she actually had to overcome motion sickness on her way to becoming the pilot, but always the optimist, she said that actually was helpful down the road when she became a flight instructor. She had to help one of her students overcome the same issue. All of these aircraft have these motion sickness bags on board. She said, "Puke it out, girl, we'll get through it together," and they did. They were able to overcome it, and they still remain in contact to this day.
What a great story, great program, and so glad to see that they're pouring that inspiration into our young girls. Thank you so much, John. And